This is Rovelyn M. Aseo, Best Ed Math 1B. The number 4 basic steps of a community needs assessment is make connections. To pull off your community needs assessment, you need to know the right people. As you learned above, some of your greatest assets are just people, from students to governors. To get started, you should gather your contacts and reach out to community leaders. Let's say you're aiming to develop programs for veterans. Reach out to leaders by visiting the gathering places of your community's veterans, contact the Congressional Affairs Office, and get in touch with a VA Health Center. These connections can help you assess needs and play a key part in helping you address them. It is important to have resources, support, and ample expertise available to you before implementing a program.
Collecting data. To conduct a community needs assessment, you must need data. Your data will include statistics, but the members aren't enough. Numbers rather. Especially when you're dealing with the real people who have real needs that go beyond what is qualitative. So, you should also collect data in a qualitative data like the thoughts and knowledge of community members. So, in collecting data, you must need a two types of collecting data, which is the qualitative and a quantitative data. So, there are 5 types of information collection. In how and what ways in collecting a data. First, you must interview, focus groups, and survey. With that, you speak to those at the ground level, experts and community leaders, what they observe and experience in the way of needs. So, interview must the first step in making a collecting data. So, kinahanglan jud nimo siya interview. Kay without interview, without focus groups and survey, dili ka maka collect og information to those people who have observed and experienced in the way of needs. Second, must be listening sessions and public forums. Listening and participating in a community gatherings are the top ways to learn what perspective on local issues. So in listening and in public forums kanang mag-apil ka sa mga mga meetings, mag-apil ka og kanang maminaw ka sa mga participations or mga meetings of every forums nga gi aduma sa inyohang community. Kinahanglan na siya kay in collecting information kinahanglan jud pug ka maminaw sa tao nga naka-experience o naka-observe ana na information. Third, must be direct or participatory observation. Visit your community space like shelter, center, and school to observe, speak with those at the ground level, and participate in the programs that already exist. So, direct or participatory observation. So, in visiting in the community, for example, senior centers, gintahay nagkandak ka og collection information sa mga senior citizens. So, kana nga topic, you must go dito sa kanang senior centers kay para maka-listen or makapaminaw ka sa ilahang mga information nga na-observe o na-experience ilang community. Fourth will be existing quantitative data. Gathering data can be especially time-consuming, and costly. Luckily, there is a plenty of community-based data available to you already. So, existing quantitative. So, ang quantitative is a common use in collecting information kay dali ra manggod kay siya dali ra kay ka makakuha og information. Unlikely sa qualitative. Kaya ang qualitative is thoughts and knowledge of the community members naman ay mong makuha ato. So with dealing quantitative, magkuan ka sila ilahang mga experience, mga information nga for example, you na kay topic. So ang imuha yung exist na ana nga mga ay nga information will be magamit ka sa quantitative data kay masayon ra siya unlikely sa qualitative. So the fifth will be asset mapping. So in that, it focus on the strength of the community rather than the areas that need improvement. So as asset mapping will be the last of types of collecting information. Kay ang asset mapping dito for example, first will be interview, focus group, and survey. So the second one will be listening sessions and public forums. Third will be direct or participatory observation. Fourth will be existing quantitative data. And fifth will be asset mapping. The asset mapping, it builds a sense of cohesiveness and commitment that makes initiatives easier to sustain. So, ang asset mapping is kanaang mag-focus na siya sa community rather than the areas needs improvement. Kanang, for example, kanaang sa nabagyuhan karon sa Bunawan, Loreto, sa Surigao, ug sa lain pa nga naapektuhan nato nga bagyo. So mag-asset mapping, for example, ang mga demographics ato is nag asset mapping kung unsa ilahang matabang ug unsa ilahang matabang ato nga community na para ma-build of sense of cohesives ang ilaha ug kanaang unsa ilang matabang para dali ra makabangon ang mga tao dito na community. With that, dali ra kayo ka makabuhat sa collecting data on collecting and information collection. That's all